I just want to say good morning, good evening, whatever state that you're in. I want to start off by encouraging you. This is part of our Remember, Recover, Recreate series, and my name is Gessy Martinez. And I just want to encourage you today with a simple word and a short time. Wherever you're at, whatever the struggle, whatever you're dealing with, I want to remind you to get back up. Sometimes in life, we have moments, we have days, we have long periods where we feel like we've fallen down and getting back up seems like it's just too hard, too impossible, and we don't know where to start. And if you're dealing with that type of day, that type of evening, I want to just remind you that you have the strength in you to get back up. That although you're exhausted and although life has feels like it's the pressure of life has pushed you from one side to the other, and maybe you're dealing with grief and you feel like the strength has left your body, that your legs are falling out from under you. I want to remind you that you can get back up. That although the strength is being pulled out of you because of the daily energy required to deal with the loss that you're experiencing, to maintain the life that you have, and to also meet the responsibilities that are waiting for you. Nevertheless, you can get up. Sometimes we get up really slowly, right? Sometimes we need the help of somebody else to reach out to their hand to pull us up. Sometimes we have to get up in a different way. Before, maybe you were able to bounce back really quickly when you had moments of disappointment, disruption, or just feeling down and depressed. And maybe you're finding that in this season of life, it's a little bit harder. Maybe the loss that you've had has impacted you in such a way that all the normal things that you would have tried are not working right now. And I just want to remind you to be kind to yourself. Give yourself the time that you need to slowly find another way to bounce back. And so, if you think about it as someone who's just fallen down, maybe before they just would get right back up, but now maybe they have to turn a little bit to the side, prop one hand up, and then prop the other. And maybe they get up on their knees first, and then they get up and they're standing up straight. And that's just a visual example that sometimes we have to apply a different method. We have to start by being kind, by being patient, and by allowing ourselves to get up when we're ready. Sometimes we have to look at who's around us that can help, and if we don't have anybody to help us, what are the resources that are in place that were already there that can give us that little edge that we need to be able to get up. And so if you had fallen and maybe you fell physically near a couch, right? You would take your hand, put it on the ground, and push yourself forward. And then for the rest of the way, you might grab onto the edge of the couch and use that as your base to push yourself all the way up. Well, sometimes we were used to in life solving our own problems, fixing things ourselves, doing things without what we would term as bothering other people. But now we've come to a place where the stress is high or the grief is great, and we really do need to reach out to someone. Maybe it's family, but maybe it's a total stranger that is knowledgeable of the thing that you're going through and has the ability to help you. Maybe, right, getting back up revolves, in joining a grief group if you're dealing with grief to help you get the strength, the encouragement to deal with the daily battles of loss. Maybe getting back up involves calling that family member that you haven't spoken to in a while that's been waiting for you to call them so that they can come by and help you get up, help you stay encouraged, help you be strengthened. It may take putting down our egos and really asking for help or telling the truth about what we're dealing with. Instead of the next time someone asks you, "Are you okay?" and you say, "I'm fine," to really be honest, to say, "You know what, today I'm not okay. Today I'm struggling to get back into life, get back into life's routines, get back into taking care of some things that I've put off because I've been sad, because I've been grieving, because I've been hurting. Can you help me to get some of these things accomplished?" Getting back up is a process. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the time that you need. Understand that sometimes we have to do it differently. Know that you're not alone, and know that it is possible to recover from the place that you're at now. Everyone that falls has an opportunity to get back up, but they have to look at what is the best way for them. So you also will have to challenge your mind when the thoughts come and say, "You know what, maybe it's better to just stay here." And you know really that it's not better to stay in the state that you're in, because the state that you're in is exacerbating the grief, the pain, and the loss. Because the state that you're in is not where you want to be. It may not be healthy for you, and it may be causing further pain, further loss, and further sadness or depression. And so, just want to encourage you that although life has knocked you off your feet, has knocked you off balance, you can recover from this. Starting with being kind to yourself, asking for help, looking for a different way to do things, trusting that if all you have is a little bit of strength left, that that little bit of strength that you have is enough for this day. It's enough for this moment. It's enough for this season. Sometimes we sit and we hope that we're going to get more strength, and we discount the little that we have. Maybe the little that you have is just the right amount to get you to that next step, to get you out of bed, to get you off the floor, to get you moving to that next thing that you need to do to slowly build back your life, to slowly recover. It's okay if it's not at the pace that you want it to be. Give yourself the ability to work up to the place that you want to be, the pace, the rhythm, right? The results that you want. But start small, stay encouraged, and please ask for help. Remember that getting back up is a process, that you can do it, and that the loved one that you have lost would want to see you recover and recover well. That you have people you cannot even begin to imagine rooting for you to get back up, rooting for you to be successful. And I'm one of those. I am rooting for you to use the strength, the energy that you have left to get back up, to stay in the fight, and to believe that you can win. You can win in this season of your life. You can win over the anxiety, over the sadness, over this feeling that you have of being overwhelmed. That you can recover from your loss, and you can hold the memory of your loved one and remember them in the best way, and recreate your life in such a way that you would see them smiling at you, rooting for you, and that you would get to carry on their legacy and build something extraordinary that carries your name, their memory, weaved into whatever it is that you decide to build, to do, to serve, to grow, to cultivate. And it gets you back to a place where life is once again beautiful, once again meaningful, once again purposeful. So I just want to encourage you today, get back up, slowly, carefully, lovingly, and knowing that the strength that you have left is just the right amount for the time and the season that you're in. I thank you for joining me. My name is Gessy Martinez, helping you to remember, recover, and recreate your life.